Hello. All right. So thank you everybody for being here today. I'm so honored that you are making time this morning to be here with us on this Zoom call about the Inner Beloved celebrating Valentine's Day. It's got a lot of anchors, doesn't it? So I immediately am going to go there. I remember that I did not grow up with Valentine's Day, and it came into my life when I was 20 years old. I started dating Sean. And then he was one of those romantic people who loved to shower me with big cards. He used to get big cards, just gorgeous. And he knew I loved Snoopy and the Peanuts. So I had a lot of peanut themed gifts in those days. And it's just some beautiful memories, going out to dinner, all those kind of things. And then, yeah, the last 2 years have been very interesting not having him around physically, but then there is, also the spiritual connection that we can have with each other. And that's what I'm hoping for you as well, no matter what your relationship status is right now, that there is some kind of a festivity that you allow yourself to enjoy today and be with loved ones, be with friends, have a little gathering, whatever it is, go out on a romantic dinner and just enjoy the day and really, really come from that place of, I just love myself and I'm so grateful that I'm here and I'm passionate about my life. And it's just awesome that we have this physical reality that we get to play in. I actually have a note sitting right here in front of me on my vision board. I'm playing the game. This is a super fun game. It is a game to me. Seriously, being here, being in this physical form, what a trip, huh? When you really think about it, I'm going to be turning 60 next year. I'm like, huh? I'm like, how does this even happen? What is going on here? So yeah, it is definitely a trip being in this physical form. Yeah, Gail, I know you just turned 60. And another friend of ours, Carla, is having her birthday next week. Super duper exciting. And so, you guys, whatever is going on in your life, let's just put it all aside for right now. Let's just be present right here, right now. Enjoy each other's company. There's some sweet, sweet people. Corey, you're my oldest relationship, my friend. You know that? And I wouldn't know a lot of people if it wasn't for you. So Corey and I go literally back 34 years, you guys. Ah! And you just look as awesome, my friend. It's so awesome. So, you guys, I would like participation. Okay, I'm just going to get the ball rolling here. And then I'd love for you guys to chime in, unmute yourself, raise your hand, however you want to participate. And I'm just looking forward to a beautiful about 45 minutes together because then I have my crafts group I need to go to at 10 o'clock. That's what old ladies do. They go to crafts group on Saturday mornings. Okay, so let's just take a few deep breaths, center ourselves, shake off the week, just become fully present. Shake, shake, shake. Nice deep breath. And really allow yourself to be here. And as you're listening to that idea of tapping into your inner beloved, I know your mind is already conjuring up pictures and you're thinking about it. What could that mean? What does it mean for me? Who are my inner beloved? And I would like to really invite you to just let your fantasy, let your imagination flow. Trust what your subconscious mind is going to present you with today. Just trust that whatever messages you are getting today are the messages that you're supposed to receive right here, right now. They're perfect for you right here, right now. Exactly what you're meant to hear. And that is another relationship, your conscious mind, your subconscious mind. Again, it's that beautiful flow back and forth between the two. And as you're opening yourself up just by breathing deeply, I invite you to wrap your mind around that concept of having that internal masculine part, that internal feminine part that we all have, no matter what our sex is, how we define ourselves. We are still made up of those internal aspects. That's another word you can use. That inner masculine, going out there, making goals happen, getting things done, doing the footwork, being active, the yin and the yang. So we're tapping into that aspect of ourselves where we're active, we're creating, we're logical, getting things done. It's usually represented by the right side. It's represented in the left side of our brain, where we do mathematics, we learn language, we set goals, all those things. And I would like for you to honor that part right now. And I would like for you to really love that part right now and thank it, because that's your part that gets stuff done in your life. That is the part that drives you forward. It's the part that takes action, that gets things done, that takes care of yourself on that level. And it's so important that we have that part and that we honor it. It's our active principle. So give that part a big hug. And I would like for you to just imagine, how does this come to your visual awareness? Does it show up as a knight or a king or the magician? Or is it part of nature where you see a mountain? And of course, you know that in alchemy, it's also the triangle sign with the triangle pointing upward like a pyramid. Is it just a shape? Is it a form? Is it a color? And just tap into that, whatever your subconscious mind gives you right now. That is your information. There's no way to do this wrong, okay? And you just enjoy whatever visuals you're getting, and then allow it to have a voice, that it's able to express itself to you. And I would like for you to express your gratitude to that part of yourself. Thank you so much for being here with me. Thank you for having guided me. Thank you for being part of my life. And so on and so on. Just express to that part your gratitude for being a part of you. And as you're doing that, I would like for you to really allow yourself to go deeper into that part. You might even become that part. You can float into it and become that. So I, for example, see a knight. He's very strong. He's got a sword. He's got a shield. He's my protector. He takes care of things for me. He makes sure I'm safe. He makes sure I get stuff done, that I'm moving forward in life. He fights my battles. He's out there in the world, exploring. So just notice what you're getting and then go deeper into that part. You can float back and forth between yourself and the part. You can hang out in the part. And I would like for you to really get to the core of that part. What is this part really about for you? What does this part stand for? What are their core values? What are they here to accomplish for and with you? And I'm going to share with you what I just got. My part just said to me, I'm helping you to fulfill your life's mission. And that's sure, I can definitely identify with that. Yeah, that feels good. Because whenever I doubt myself, whenever I get lazy, that part definitely shows up. It gives me the pep talk. Come on, Christiane, we can do that. I got your back. What do you need to do? Come on, let's think this through. Let's make a plan. Let's figure this out. You can do it, right? So please tap into that fully and completely for yourself as well. Go to the core, go to that deepest level of meaning, the highest level of purpose and intent, what this energy is that this part holds for you deep down. And you might come up with some words, core values. And if you've been following along this last year, when I did multiple boot camps for us as a group, one of the biggest discoveries I made last year was three new core values that are definitely more male and masculine oriented: freedom, adventure, and impact. And that makes me so happy when I think about that. Oh my goodness, it's just awesome. Ah, love it. Love that part. Oh, yes. May I ask a couple of people to please share what is the visual that you're getting for your part, your masculine part, your masculine inner beloved? And then what is the message that you're getting from them? Or what is a core value that you were able to identify? And please share that with us.
I got interrupted during mine, but I was getting a Viking. So I think you're muted.
That is so awesome, Dawn. A Viking. Yeah, I can
Yeah.
see that. Whee, cool. Did you get a message? Did you get some kind of some auditory? Did you hear something about an affirmation or a message they had for you or a core value popping
Um,
up?
I started to, but then our house got a little crazy, so I got interrupted,
Okay.
and
Okay.
I had to switch rooms. So
Oh, I see. So, well, your Viking is taking care of you, and they're just gonna bestow upon you a lovely message right now
mhm.
as you're listening to another couple of people. And I'm very, very sure gonna get some very useful message. Okay, my dear? Thank you for sharing the Viking. I know everybody just got some great visuals, didn't you? Nice, nice.
I'm excited for it.
Yeah,
I'll
that
do
is
it
cool.
again too. I'll listen to this again. So
Yeah, awesome.
Well, I'll jump in.
Yeah, please.
So good to have you. So lovely to be here with you. Yeah, the I was loving the images of Viking. That just kind of shaped my images even more because it was captain of ship, balancing the masculine and feminine energies. I have been in a super feminine creation zone for a couple of years. And this year, the 2026, the year of the fire horse, is bringing in the switch from building my business to running my business. So it's stepping into a masculine perspective. So it's,
Oh,
moving from creation to execution, it's two different
nice.
energies. And so this was just more of that validation to stay the course,
Awesome.
yeah. So that's kind of where I'm hanging out.
Oh, Corey, I love your language that you're using because it is about staying the course, being the captain of the ship. And there's some very, very powerful metaphors around that.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. And the visual I'm getting with you just standing there. Fantastic. Steering your ship. Oh, yes. Thank you for sharing that. Again, you guys, you're getting some visuals, don't you? So we got a knight, we got a Viking, we got a captain of a ship. Come on, let's listen to one more. Who got a great visual here that they would love to share?
I can share.
Yeah, Catherine, hello.
Hi. Mine was it was very strong, but it was definitely male, but the word that came to me was ravens. And the core value was uh, justice, honor, and compassion.
Oh, that is wonderful. Thank you so much. And that shows us it can go in any direction. I even wanted to say, hey, it can also be a tree, two beautiful trees that are intertwined, or it can be birds flying around. So let's see what your feminine part is going to share with you. And thank you for these beautiful words, these beautiful core values that you just shared with us. And again, feel into it, everybody. That is just so wonderful. What a great metaphor. What a beautiful archetype. All right, so thank you. This is wonderful where we're going with this. So one more big hug for our male our masculine internal part. Thank you so much for being here with me and for me and guiding me and leading me and just working together. How fun is that? And now we're going to flip and go into the feminine. Receptivity, passive, emotions, artistic expression, beauty. All these amazingly beautiful, receptive words of expressing, letting things happen, taking care of ourselves, going within, being passive. I would like for you to now tap into that part of yourself. And how do you represent that part visually? How does that part sound? What is its voice quality? What are the things it says to you? Your internal feminine. Again, from that yin and yang perspective, that beautiful, receptive, passive, honoring emotions part of yourself. And see that perhaps your visuals are going to be compatible to the other part you just discovered. So it might be this gorgeous Viking woman, the female captain, so that the couple can steer the ship together. That beautiful flow. The raven couple. In my case, it's the lady. She's a dragon lady. I like that. And again, let's make that same journey where you're going deep within that part after honoring it, after expressing your gratitude for everything this part has ever done for you and allowed you to experience, allowing you to receive, to sit back, meditate, pray, relax, rest, going within, contemplation, allowing your emotions, all these wonderful, wonderful traits, qualities. And what does this part want for you the most? And of course, my message is very clear because that was what I was working on last year. And that part is just saying for me, Christiane, it's just all about joy. It's just about joy. Just be joy. So listen to your part, what it's offering to you. Receive the message, enjoy the visuals, connect with this part. Again, you can float in and out, become yourself, become them, float back and forth, become the observer, see both of you. It's fascinating what we can do with our imagination and then the information we're getting. And do we please have a couple of people sharing their experience with their feminine part? Just jump in.
I'll jump in.
Yeah, I was actually excited to hear what your feminine part looks like.
Well, thanks. Yeah. Well, for me, it was these are images or words that come from a lot of the ceremony that I do in my practice, which is the honoring the greatest grandmother's greatest grandmother, right? And it's that ultra feminine. And I love that image of the greatest grandmother's greatest grandmother because nobody will love you like that, and nobody will tell you the truth like that. And so I was bringing in just the matriarch energy, the truth energy, the love story energy. And so it was like crawling up on the lap of the greatest grandmother's greatest grandmother, and then opening to receive her gifts.
Beautiful. Nice. Would you share with us what's one of her gifts? What's one of those messages?
Well,
If you're really
you
ready.
named one of them, which is to see the world through the eyes of joy. Because I think one of the lessons with joy is that it's a lens that we look through. Joy is inside out, versus happiness, which is outside in. It's just that really to see the world as a conscious choice with love and joy. It's there to be found.
Beautiful. Thank you so much.
Mhm.
Good morning, Christiana. It's Chick.
Hey, awesome to have you here, my dear.
I am really loving this morning, and I made it just in time. I wanted to share that my feminine counterpart is the milkmaid, and that is, the bustier, the braids, the flowing skirt, and just this beautiful image of showing up every day, ready to work, happily ready to work. And that value that she brings in my life is me being able to respond consistently and also with joy. And then I imagine her carrying these buckets of milk that are spilling behind her, and kittens are following right along, just waiting to see what there is. And so also sharing.
That is so you, chick. I can so see that so wonderfully.
Well,
Beautiful. Thank you
maybe
so
not the
much.
bustier, but yes.
Yeah. Oh, no, I see the bustier.
Oh,
Lovely.
thank you.
Thank you, my dear, and so good to see you.
You too.
And then Gail has written in the chat, so she had a paladin for the male aspect, and now there is, oh, we have a few more now, you guys. Awesome. That you are also a grandmother. Yeah. Oh, that is so beautiful. I really appreciate you guys also bringing up that generational aspect. That is beautiful. Or Mother Earth, Mother Gaia, that can also be your feminine aspect. So whatever comes to your mind, that is your subconscious communicating with you. That is your message and your message alone. It's unique. It is special. It is only there for you because it is your psyche that's getting touched here. It's your soul speaking to you. So I would like for you to really honor that, whatever that message was, however it came to you, and then put those two together. Let them be with each other. And actually visualize them standing right in front of you. And they might be in embrace, or they might sit on the other person's lap. One might hold the other if there is also a generational difference. And that doesn't matter because it's your journey. This is 100% your communication, your message. Allow them to interact with each other and support each other. I give you my example. The male part says, I'm here to help you fulfill your mission. And my female says, be in joy. Makes total sense. What's the point of me fulfilling my mission if I'm just dreading and I'm just storming ahead and I'm being mean and I gotta get it done, gotta get it done. Task, 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 goal, 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 without the joy. And what is the purpose of having joy if there isn't something to express, something to give, something to earn, something to fulfill in this lifetime? Makes total sense in my mind. And again, doesn't need to make sense to you. It makes sense to me. It informs me. It gives me pleasure and fulfillment, gratitude, as I'm thinking about that. And that's what I would like for you to tap into, that you feel purpose for those parts being what they are and expressing themselves exactly the way that they communicate with you, that it makes logical sense and emotional sense. How does that feel right now? Would someone please share what you just got when you put the two together? Yeah, Dawn.
You know, it's interesting because I always get the lotus flower when I start, and both Vikings stepped out of the lotus flower into my presence. And the counterpart was a Viking. So both male and female Viking, which I have been learning that I do have Viking ancestry. And so, you know, that's really cool that would come up. But it was interesting because they stood facing each other and they put their foreheads together, and how they stood, they made a heart. And I could see visibly them forming the heart, which that's one of the things I fought with, is feeling loved. So they
Oh my
brought out
goodness,
the
I'm buzzing so hard right now when I'm seeing this image, and it's just so beautiful. Ah.
the
And
I
to
do
have that within you, isn't that incredible? Isn't that wonderful? To know that
that
that is your essence on that
that
archetypal
is.
level, that's just phenomenal. Thank you so much for sharing that.
You're welcome.
That
You're
is
welcome.
awesome. Thank you, thank you. And you obviously got your
Mhm.
message, so yay. And you were
I
able
did.
to also now step into your feminine. And then you can see that flow between the two and having those foreheads together. Oh my God, it's so huge. That is just
Yes.
phenomenal. Yeah, love it. Thank you so much
Some
for sharing that. And
real
then
quick,
Chick
I'll
has,
share. Oh,
thank you,
go ahead.
Dawn.
No, go ahead. It's all right.
So Chick has put in the chat that now her two counterparts are in a horse-drawn wagon. Together they move forward, observe and assess. They appreciate and enjoy. They support one another in where they're going. Just get an image of that. Beautiful. And Robin, my dear friend, you unmuted yourself. Do you want to share?
I'm sorry, but I missed the beginning of it, of this. Um, I overslept today. So,
Good for you. Sleeping in
I,
is a lovely way to practice self-care.
and
Yeah.
when I think of male and female counterpart, the female part is like I feel like a teacher. Um, Even though males are teachers too, but in a feminine way. Um, kids kids would are drawn to me and I'm drawn to them, and I love teaching them. And so I guess the teacher, I'm not sure if I'm on the right string when it comes to that, but and male, I don't know. I wanted to sort of like, if Joan of Arc was male, that's who I would love, that's who I identify with. But um sort of like a warrior type thing. um I don't know. I think maybe I was a Hun in another life, but
Mhm.
so um, I'm just sorry I missed the very beginning of this,
Well,
but
that's why
I'm
we're
going to go back and
recording
watch
it.
it. I'll
That's why
be
you can
going.
watch it.
That's
Exactly.
right.
And that's
That's right.
what a lot of our friends will be doing. So, hello, a big round of hi, hi, hi. We love you. We are grateful that you have you here in spirit right now. And then we're just going to connect across time and space. And you're going to watch this when it's right for you. And yeah, please, if you didn't get all the answers that you want or you missed part of it, then this is your opportunity to just enjoy it again. And I will definitely post it in our bootcamp group. Okay. And you know what, guys?
Okay.
I'm just so pleased for everybody who showed up today. This is a great big group. And I'm just so happy that you guys followed the calling. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I hope that you get your investment of time and energy worth in the experience that you're having right now, knowing that you have these internal parts that are here to help you to experience life with you, that are giving you resources, that are giving you access to the great conscience, to the universal resources, to the quantum field, because that's how we communicate a lot of times with the quantum field. And this work is deeply connected with the Tarot. This work is deeply connected with what Carl Jung is talking about. And it is so beautiful as an alchemical process. And you get to tap into the universe's intelligence by talking to these parts. So this might actually be, and I'm going to make a note for myself, to add a feminine and a masculine expression on your altar. You see my altar behind me here. And that is something I don't have on there, to be honest. So I'm going to do that. That's going to be one of my little self-treat things that I'm going to be doing for myself today, is to find something in my room that is going to represent my feminine self and then my masculine self. And I'm going to put them on my altar to remind myself for the rest of this month, into the springtime, into the summer, into the year of the fire horse, very exciting, that I have both of these aspects within me, and they're constantly connecting with each other. They're constantly informing each other. They're flowing with each other. I'm seeing the infinity sign, or like Dawn said, that beautiful heart that they're forming with their bodies, that inner beautiful relationship of my beloveds. I would like for you to now express your gratitude to the pair, that internal guidance of those two opposing and complementary forces and elements, aspects, attributes, qualities that are absolutely natural. And it's nothing new. You're just remembering what's already always been there. Which takes us to the second part of what I wanted to share with you today, where we're now going back in time and we're allowing ourselves to experience that as children, so that our inner child is also deeply informed by that knowledge, by that wisdom, the protection, the encouragement, the compassion, all those attributes that you would like to share with your inner child beloved. I've been doing so much work with my inner 13-year-old, because that's where a lot of stuff happened in my life that led me on a certain path, which I'm healing currently. Those aspects that don't work for me anymore, that I don't want to take into this next decade of my life. They have served their purpose, and now it's ready to transmute that energy into a higher frequency. That rebel that I've shared so openly with you guys, that defiance that used to inform me, that I used to be so proud of, that created so much havoc for me in my life, to now have that part living in me in her own beautiful, most supportive way. And I would like for you to think of those times in your own life that you would like to go back to. Perhaps it's your inner 5-year-old, perhaps it's your inner baby, your toddler, your school child, it's your 9-year-old, your 16-year-old. Go back in time to that part of you that somehow felt disconnected, where that inner belovedness was not able to express itself, where perhaps it was shamed out of you, or you were guilted into, just be a man. Oh, you can, you need to be a lady, and don't misbehave because the girls don't do that. Whatever it is. However you were being informed by the outside world that what you were doing just wasn't good enough, that it didn't fit the mold, that you didn't fit in, however. And we all have those stories. We all carry that narrative in our minds and our hearts to some degree or another. And go to that part right now, that younger self of you, again, with a beautiful hug, and just welcome them. And hey, I'm here. We made it. You're still here. Oh my goodness. And oh my goodness, share some of the magic that you were able to create, and some of the things that you survived, and some of the things that you conquered, and some of the things that you fulfilled for yourself, and some of the beautiful miracles you received from the universe. And just be with your younger self. Tell your story. And I know it's not all rosy and sunshine lollipop. There are some hardships, and then you can affirm them. And don't worry about it. It's going to be okay. You're going to be sitting there in 2026 in your life, and you're here, and you're obviously working on yourself, and you're obviously thriving. And it's just going to get better. I just wrote myself down, like I already shared in the beginning, that my life is a super fun game. I just made a 30-year plan, and then I'm going to see what happens. If it's going to be 30 years, cool. If I'm meant to be here that long, blessed be. That's what a Chinese palm reader told me. I'm going to be at least 88 years old. I'm like, okay, that sounds cool. And if it's 5 years or 10 or 20, it is what it is. But then I know when I do the part that I've given it my all and that I played my game well. And I had so much fun and joy while I was doing it. So give that to your younger self. You made it this far. And then some of you have some awesome goals. I mean, Corey, you totally reinvented yourself. You had such an incredible, thriving career, and then you just jumped ship. Ha ha ha. No pun intended. You got yourself a new ship, and I bet it's magnificent, and you're just cruising along. Robin is planning to travel the world. Oh my goodness. Every time I think of you, I'm just like, wow, so inspired. The plans that you're having for yourself. And I know some other plans here in the room and you guys in our group that you've shared with me. There's some spectacular stuff going on. A lot of reinvention, a lot of upgrading, a lot of, man, I really want to take the opportunity for those next couple of decades of my life and what I'm currently manifesting. And we have some younger people as well who are now starting their adult life, or they are now starting their marriage life or their parent life. Some of us are becoming grandparents. Whatever it is that wherever you are at, let that be your baseline right now. Give that to your inner child, affirm them, let them know it's all going to turn out okay. And I know that some of you have dealt with some horrific health challenges where you even told me I was supposed to die. I can't even fathom why I'm still here. What's God's plan that I'm still here? This is just a miracle. Or some of you had really crazy hardship in your relationship, or financial disasters, or complete and utter destruction of your life, total Kali. Oh, everything just blew up. And we all had our inklings of everything that I just explained here. We all had our own version of it, and things that we could have never foreseen happened to us. And I would like for you to just affirm that beautiful younger self of yours. It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. And you're going to be on a journey of discovery and adventure and thriving and growing, and your spirit is just going to soar. Where even the hardship has meaning and purpose and was a companion you needed at that time. Now, do you still want to carry that into the future? That's the question that only you can answer. And I know people who thrive on chaos. They need the drama. And you can ask yourself, well, do I want to experience it firsthand and it's in my own life and that's how I'm going to grow? Then you know what? Blessed be. Good on you. Do it. If that's what feeds you, if that's your MO for growing, it's not mine, to be honest. And that's why I discovered that rebel in me last year, because that was my drama queen. That was the part of me that created chaos. Because I believed that that's how I was able to express myself, that warrior part in me, my knight. I had to go out and fight the battles and slay and whatever. face the monster. Ah, I much rather fly the dragon now. I much rather sit on the mountaintop in my temple with my beautiful dragons versus sitting down in the cave and facing the Minotaur. And I'm still doing my shadow work. It's just a perception that I allowed myself to say, yeah, and I'm going to take it easy. Just like that crazy part of me that used to have to drive 100 on the freeway. Oh man, there was nothing better than going 100. And then that little voice goes, you're crazy. Or someone would actually come up behind me and then I would go right. And then, whoops, 2 curves later, they were the cops. I'm going, see, I made it again. Yeah, because I used to thrive on that kind of stuff. That used to give me adrenaline. That was a little fix that I got myself. Now I'm grandma. Oh my God, I drove to Zion and I was going 50 in the 65 zone. And I'm like, holy shit, how did that even happen? That I hear, and it was plenty fast and there was no traffic. So it's all good. And so it's just that chilling and being more peaceful and having the peaceful warrior be my inner beloved, my masculine. Ah, can you feel the difference? So ask yourself, how much drama do I need to fulfill my mission, to feel that I'm growing, that I'm thriving, that I'm learning, that I'm sharing my message, that I'm being present, that I'm interacting with life and humanity and the earth and the universe. And I would like to have a conversation with your younger self about that. And perhaps it is about toning it down a little bit. Perhaps for some of you, it's bring it up a little bit. Hey, I really want you to claim your worthiness. Don't let other people tell you who you are and what you're here for. My whole life was informed by what do the neighbors think? And that's what I rebelled against. And then I caught myself saying it to someone else and they were like, I don't give a shit. And I went, oh, I can't believe you just said that. And of course, it was a Gen Z person. And you know what? They are different. Those kids are different. They're like, yeah, I don't give a crap what my neighbors think. Okay, I just learned a lesson here. My perception is just my perception of reality. And I get to choose how I want to interact with that. And that's been sticking with me. And I'm giving less of a crap what the neighbors think than I used to. And that's one of those little pieces of growth that I give myself. See how all of that relates to you, how all of that flows together. Having that essence of that male and female qualities within yourself, how you can spread that across time. And you can go back and watch this again and do it with different ages. 9 is another pivotal time in my life that I'm going to go back to, and I'm going to have more conversations. Perhaps my inner 5-year-old, she also needs to hear that. And then I'm just going to go into my birth. And I give it to myself as a gift when I'm born, when I'm taking this first breath, that my inner beloved Abos, here we are in physical expression. Now we're here to have this fantastic adventure together. And this vehicle called Christiana is going to be our companion. So just imagine that, give that to yourself. Go to those different areas, go to those different eras of your life and inform them. Inform that little child when it felt disconnected, when it felt too far over in one or the other areas, when it wasn't in balance, when the parts did not support each other, when they were more fighting perhaps with each other, or when other people tried to squish those parts in you. So that's what you can do for the rest of today. Just as you catch a little thought pattern, where like, ooh, I'm being harsh to myself here. Oh, too much male energy. Or you're all task. Or you don't do anything. Ugh, I don't give a crap. Ugh, doesn't make any sense anyway. There's no use. What does that part need to hear from you? And then not only are you spreading it within yourself, and we do create from the inside out, you're also spreading it from across time. And it might be actually a gift you want to give your parents. That would be a lovely Valentine's gift. Just imagine your parents also having a very healthy relationship within themselves, where your father is healthily expressing feminine and masculine aspects. Your mother is healthily expressing the masculine and the feminine aspects, and then them coming together. Beautiful, beautiful. And that's how they can be there for you. Yeah. Oh, that's just a wonderful image. Yeah. So put that in your heart, put that in your mind, and allow this energy to just keep informing you throughout the day, into the rest of February. And then in 3 days, when we are going to officially celebrate the lunar calendar and the beginning of that phenomenal energy of the fire horse, and how that can serve you and propel you forward. It's a lot about activity. It's definitely a very male symbol, and the element of fire is very, very male. And how can that serve you? How can that propel you forward in life, in your thriving, in your growth? All right. So with that, let's all give each other a big virtual hug, my dear friends. Happy, happy, happy Valentine's, everybody. My love to you. I'm going to see you later. We're definitely going to meet again next Saturday. So I'm super grateful for this wonderful turnout today. And I hope you're going to come back, okay? Whatever your journey is right now, I would like for you to breathe that in. And make it the most wonderful day. Lots of love, my friends. Happy Valentine's.